Throughout history, there has existed a hidden art, a secret knowledge reserved for a few initiates, a mystery wrapped in symbols, metaphors, and cryptic formulas that have baffled entire generations. This is alchemy, but not the kind that seeks to turn lead into gold, rather a much deeper and more powerful one. Spiritual alchemy. Within every human being lies a latent force capable of transmuting their essence, an energy that can turn shadows into light, fears into wisdom, and suffering into evolution. Spiritual alchemy is the lost key to understanding the true purpose of existence. It is not an ancient fantasy, but a real process through which the soul purifies itself and reaches its highest state. From the ancient Egyptian alchemists to the Hermetists of the Renaissance, this teaching has been passed down in coded texts, secret manuscripts, and enigmatic symbols, waiting for someone with enough vision to decode them. For centuries, this wisdom has been hidden in plain sight. But today, we can begin to unravel its deeper meaning. Alchemy has its roots in the ancient Egyptian civilization. The priests of that era considered it a sacred science, intimately connected to Thoth, the god of knowledge and wisdom. It was there that the idea began to form that the alchemical process was not only about transforming metals, but also about transforming the human soul. The Greeks took this legacy and merged it with their philosophical vision. Plato spoke of the world as an illusion, a shadow of a higher reality. The Stoics taught that virtue and wisdom were the fruit of internal transmutation. Later, in the Hellenistic era, this knowledge fused with Hermeticism, a spiritual tradition based on the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, who proclaimed the law of correspondence, as above, so below, as within, so without. During the Middle Ages, Arab alchemists refined this knowledge and brought it to Europe, where it took two forms. An external one focused on the transmutation of metals, and an internal one focused on the transformation of the soul. This second path was followed by thinkers such as Paracelsus and the Rosicrucians, who understood that the true great work took place within the human being. At the heart of spiritual alchemy lies a map of the soul, a transformation process divided into symbolic phases that reflect the stages of awakening consciousness. The first is Negrito, the black work. Here begins the decomposition of the ego. It is the initial chaos, the dark night of the soul, where all our certainties collapse. Emotionally, it may manifest as depression, anxiety, or a strong inner call for change. It is a painful period, but absolutely necessary. After dissolution comes purification. Albedo, the white work, is the stage where we begin to cleanse our mind, emotions, and actions. Mental clarity begins to emerge. We are invited to observe our thoughts objectively, to cultivate introspection, to move away from external noise and begin to listen to our inner voice. Here, the light of truth begins to reflect, like the moon on a serene night. When we reach a certain level of clarity, we move to citrinitas, the yellow work. This is the dawn of consciousness. Wisdom is no longer an abstract idea, but an internal experience. Duality begins to dissolve. Reason and intuition work together. We begin to understand that true transformation comes from within, that we are co-creators of our reality. Finally, we reach Rubedo, the red work. This is the culminating moment. Total integration. The soul and spirit unite. Shadow and light cease to fight each other. We understand that everything lived had a purpose. This is the birth of the true self. The alchemical person no longer seeks outside what they have found within. The ancients symbolized this state with the phoenix, the bird that dies in its own fire to be reborn with more strength and wisdom. It is not about eliminating our humanity, but sublimating it. Spiritual alchemy does not seek to escape the world, but to transform it from within, through our own evolution. But this process is not just symbolic. It has practical applications in daily life. We can begin by confronting our own shadows, limiting patterns, self-destructive beliefs, repressed emotions. Keeping a self-observation journal, practicing meditation, attending therapy are concrete tools to go through Negrito. In Albedo, it is key to purify the mind. Meditate, practice silence, Fast from negative stimuli like social media or toxic relationships. Contact with nature, herbal baths, aromatherapy, all this helps cleanse our energy field. During Citrinitas, we can strengthen the connection with the divine through the study of sacred texts, the use of mantras, visualizations, affirmations, and above all, applying what we have learned in daily life, acting with compassion, coherence, and truth. In Rubido, everything lived is transformed into service. We share our light, guide others, create from the soul. Here, our actions become sacred. Speaking, cooking, loving, working, everything becomes an expression of consciousness. Each stage of the alchemical path calls us to take responsibility for our transformation. It is not an easy journey. It involves letting go of attachments, facing wounds, going through grief. But every step brings us closer to our purest essence. Spiritual alchemy is not a final destination, but a constant dance between the human and the divine. It is the art of living consciously, of seeing every shadow as an opportunity to grow. Instead of fleeing pain, we learn to embrace it. Instead of seeking light outside, we ignite it within. The gold that ancient alchemists so sought was not physical. It was the awakened soul. It was unconditional love, deep wisdom, unity with all that is. And the most important thing, this process is available to everyone. It is not exclusive to sages, gurus, or saints. It is within reach of anyone who decides to look beyond appearances, who has the courage to face themselves. Today, more than ever, we need this transformation. We live in times of accelerated change, of collapsing old structures. But amid chaos lies the seed of rebirth. Every crisis, every loss, every challenge can be a door to Negredo. And every little clarity we gain prepares us for albedo. Every moment of internal connection is a spark of Citrinitas. And every true act of love, surrender, and service is rubido manifesting. The process is alive, and it begins now. If you have come this far, it is no coincidence. Something in you has already awakened. Something inside you has recognized this truth. The call has been made. The question is, are you willing to begin your great work? Are you ready to become the alchemist of your own soul?